This is what we have, what we're dealing with. Manya and I have decided that on our journey towards Sumba, we're gonna move to Lombok and renovate a local house. So this is what we got.
Welcome to Lombok.
Hey, wait, what about me? Fucking hell. You just start without me?
Okay guys, hello, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I know it's been a while, but welcome to the full new series and welcome to Lombok. Us, 8 chickens, 3 dogs and a whole new way of life. Okay, Lucian, I hear you.
And I guess in this little intro, we may as well introduce you to this new series that we've started that's called The Road to Sumba. Because that's actually why we're here. We came to Lombok to renovate this beautiful little local house so that we could learn, I guess, everything there is to know about building, working with local materials, understanding the climate, learning the language.
Odin, aku pergi ke Sumbawa.
Ke Sumbawa, ya.
Tinggal 6
hari.
Tinggal 6
Tanggal 6.
Tanggal 6 sampai there is my
The best place to start for this video is the renovations itself. And so we've been living in this house for 1 year now. We're super happy. Everything in this house was designed and created specifically for us, from the height of the kitchen counters to, actually that's just about it.
There's the little house. So much potential for the whole land. But we're gonna live in that for a little while.
And our whole goal for actually renovating this house was trying to do it on as small a budget as possible, because of course, this journey is just a stepping stone towards Sumba. We wanted to try and do as many things DIY as possible, and we wanted to sort of edge into that off-grid type of lifestyle. But in order for us to live off-grid, Manya and I, we don't really have much experience with building, with farming,
Not at all.
with fixing, with anything.
They say there's no snakes.
I understand Bahasa Indonesia.
You don't know anything. Alright, let me just...
How is it going, Wade, to build a chicken coop, eh? Let us take you on the journey how we did these renovations. We made huge changes. We basically removed some walls and built other walls where it used to be a kitchen. We built shower, and from 3 bedrooms we made 1 bedroom and 1 office for this beautiful gentleman. And by the way, yes, we do have a sofa in the kitchen and it's a vibe.
There were a lot of learning curves. So I flew over to Lombok and I was managing the project. I came here every single day. I tried my best to incorporate, myself into the team. I brought food every time I came. I was trying to bring a good vibe so that I felt like if I made everybody like me, they would want to do a better job.
You always think like that.
And so I would come every single day. I would start off by asking the main builder what the plan was for the day, and then the next day when I came, I would find out if we achieved those goals from the previous day. This turned out to be actually quite a good strategy because everybody was focused on just 1 task per day, or 1 sort of checkpoint per day. I would say the biggest lesson, which took a while to actually hit, was only once the rainy season started, we started to realize that the road to our house
It's worse than we thought.
the road to our house is like a death trap when it rains. It just basically floods and becomes very slippery. We almost lost our chickens to a landslide.
It's like really insane. Oof, the whole fence. Oh, and it's cracking more. It's gonna fall more. In 2 days. From this to... Woo!
There's a lot of power outages. See, right now we're actually still on the grid. We're not using solar or anything like that. That will be the journey for Sumba. The Wi-Fi is terrible because we are in the middle of nowhere. Now we have Starlink, and since we got Starlink, it's actually been a breeze.
Life changing.
And we got Starlink because we're going to need it on Sumba anyway. And so a lot of the decisions that we're making in this process is moving us forward. But I think the best lesson for both of us in this entire journey has been about the community. Our goal was to integrate as much as we could into the local culture. We really wanted to learn from them how we can use local materials. The bamboo out in front of our house is owned by Harry, who is our security guard. And along this process of renovations, Harry was gifting us bamboo the whole time. We've got Udin, who is the handyman. Udin can do it, like he can literally do anything.
It's beautiful how after just once we could recognize their strengths. Udin and Harry, they are both our security guards. Yet Udin is really handy. He's a great builder. He's always on top of any situation at home. When Harry is definitely not this, but Harry's strength is he's very integrated into the earth. He's present, always singing, and he's such a vibe, and he really does take care of our chickens a lot.
And then we have one other staff member who is Yuli. And Yuli is like the glue of our whole house. Yuli used to live in Bali and she actually moved to Lombok to marry her husband. And so Yuli has a little bit of English already. So whenever we have something to explain to the boys outside and we can't do it ourselves with a little bit of translator, we ask Yuli to help us translate.
This house doesn't exist without them.
Of all of this, these people that have shown us different ways of doing things have become more of this journey than actually this house. You know, I feel
Absolutely.
like they have taught us so much. We had a chicken that hurt a leg and Harry just sort of grabbed the chicken and put some coconut oil on the chicken's leg, and I swear to God, the next day the leg was fixed.
Yeah, he's always saying to use coconut oil on everything.
Everything. Monya got stung by a scorpion,
Scorpio.
coconut oil.
And it did help.
And it helped?
It helped big time.
Chicken leg.
Oh.
Hey, I'm gonna try to put coconut oil in my bank account. The things that we have done in this property have all been towards trying to have our own food or vegetables or something in our house. And so we built a little shade for a compost pit because we plan out the front over here to build a whole big vegetable garden. And so we built a compost patch in order to prepare us to have good soil for our vegetables. We built a chicken pen so that we could have free eggs, which probably cost us more than eggs right now. Fruit trees in the garden. We got our first papaya growing right now.
It's growing just now, and it's so exciting. Oh
we
my
get
God.
tomatoes, chilies. We have a mango tree. We have coconut trees, banana trees. So we do get some stuff from our garden already. But the thing that we get the most is eggs.
I just want to take you on a short journey about the chicken coop. The day when we decided to start with chickens, we decided to build first, obviously, chicken coop. So we have the house for the chickens, and my way, very brave, he decided, you know what, it cannot be that difficult to build a chicken coop. Therefore, he went to buy materials from Adi. He brought the materials home. He had the tools, and he started building. Guys,
I built it.
I was so proud of him.
I did build it. Don't you have
my man.
stories on your Instagram?
I have.
I'm gonna share
That's
it.
my man. I'm like, that's my man. Go get it. Go, you know, to see him with hammer and nails. I'm like, that's amazing. He was there the whole day, working his ass off.
This is the last time I fucking did that.
9 p.m., Udin came, saw the chicken coop, put his hands on his waist and started laughing. The same night, he called two other guys. They ripped
I
them,
fucking just broke the whole thing. Dude, I worked on it for like 6 hours.
and it was one of the most hilarious things ever.
So much for my construction skills. Feeling very useful right now.
We live, we learn. I'll tell you
live,
what I
we
learned.
learn.
I'll tell you what I learned. I don't do anything anymore.
He does.
I did quick calculation. We had 28 days in February and we got 89 eggs. Therefore, we are on the average of 3.2 egg a day. Not bad.
Every month I go once for a huge groceries where I buy lentils and corn and oats and many different grains. and I mix everything together. I usually, when I peel boiled eggs, I leave shells on the window to get it dry, and then I make it out of this powder. We put this powder into our plants to grow better, and back to the chicken fat for calcium. So it's like we are learning a lot. One of the most mind-blowing thing for both of us was when we started learning how to get from mango, pip, a whole.
Whoa, hang on, whoa. You can just go to the grocery store, buy a fruit, and then grow it.
We were
Why has no one ever told me that?
It's
You
like-
can just grow whatever. We grew pineapples, avocados, mango.
Yeah, it's growing things by yourself, being really surrounded by nature, having your hands a little bit dirty, being around your chickens and being out there in the garden and picking your chilies really makes you the most present. Like, it's a beautiful experience.
I think the other thing that I'm learning is that with this whole thing of growing your own food and trying to be more simple, it's not really just about like going off grid. It's really about living better. We consume less, we recycle, we compost. But the journey is the journey, and so you don't know what you don't know, and this is it. And we're gonna try our best to take you along on the journey and make it a story worth watching. So if you enjoyed this video, give us one of those and subscribe, and it'll be nice to have you here.